So Vedran, when you look back at the last season, what comes to your mind?
Many things, but a lot of work. What we done, and last year last year also is connected with year before. I mean, a lot of work from the players who work really hard during all that period to come to that level. What they show this year that they can be at that level. Also from staffs from the club. Also we do a lot of different stuffs to be close to them all the time and help them and push them as much we can that they will come to higher level. Last season is a season who showed many different things in our team, that we also push some young players in higher level, that also we win a lot of games, that we again surprise a little bit people around, that we can be, example, second in the regular season or later in the come to finals. I think many good things happen.
Looking back then, Vedran, a few years, this was your second season as head coach. Before that you had 2 seasons with Torbjörn Gerke as assistant. But in some point in time you must have decided that you want to be a coach.
Yeah.
When was that? Is there such a point?
That happened much before. In my career, like player, I was point guard, playmaker, always to take care about all another players, about what coach want from me, how much I can help the team. I mean, during how my young, I can say I'm really lucky that in my junior career, when I'm really young, I have really good coaches, and they put in me all-time philosophy how team need to play and how much playmaker is important, and that's always like right hand of the coach in the court that will help. During that whole period, I built myself what I think about basketball, how I like to do the things, philosophy, and during the career, like again, I can say that I was again lucky because I have great names like Dule Vujošević, like Kazlauskas, Vlado Vanjak, Boris Kurtoš, who's good names in European basketball. Some of them is top coaches in last 20-30 years, and just playing for them I learned a lot, and during that time I trying to find all time my philosophy, how I will do that can take from all of them something and put some my stuff and make some picture how I would like to do, and how my career go, and how I see that I'm not anymore that good player, and how much you start to think more and more and more how, what and when. And that's, I don't know exactly year when I really decided, oh, I will be coach for sure, but during the whole time I have that vision to do that.
So when you took over the team 2 years ago, did you have a clear picture of what you wanted to do with the team?
Yes.
How you wanted it to perform, practice, and...
Yeah. In my head I know what I want to do. I didn't know which players I will have, because 2 years ago we are not in that great situation. We didn't have that great budget that we can really take place what we want. I mean, was a lot of young players who I worked last couple of years also, who I know good enough, who I trying to put in higher level what will help team to be in higher level. Also trying to choose good foreigner players, to work with them, because sometimes with money what you have, you can choose good players, but also you can choose the players who have a lot of potential, and if you work with them you make them to a level higher. And that was my goal all the time, because I know that we can make this, and now we are a great team. We must take all potential from our young players, help them to come to higher level with good research, with good scouting on foreigner players. Also, it's not just about basketball, about mentality, about understanding of the game, about work attitude. That's all connect with the team. It's not just someone can score 25 or someone can have double. They have 15 rebounds or 15 points and he's a great player. No, that's so far from that. You must find a lot of many things what can fix in your team that you have solid team. In that time I have my ideas, but of course we all coaches, I think, during that period also see another things what we can take away, what is maybe will not work with the team, and also in the same time give opportunity and give chance to do something maybe a little bit different, because that will help your team. Not always that work, but if you make research and you have good ideas to try to do with your team, then you have clear picture what you want to do.
Being coach of the year for 2 years now, I think many coaches in Sweden for sure admire you, but tell me about what coach do you admire? Who would you recommend for a young Swedish coach to look at or learn from or inspire from? If you could pick one name in Europe, for instance.
In Europe?
Yeah.
Okay. I coming from school, Yugo school, we can say like that. Yugo basketball school. That mean, and if you follow last 20-30 years, the best coaches coming from there. If you see just example the EuroLeague and last 27 years, I read one article, and last 27 years win 18 times win Yugo coaches. That mean that shows something that which way we trying to work and be which level. I can say like that. Dule Vujosic, one of the coaches who I really like how he do and develop the players and at the same time make good results. I mean, that's one of the name who always fascinate me, and always when I watch his teams how they play, that's something amazing, and you can learn a lot from him. And I have luck that he's my coach when I have 16, and I can say now that, I mean, that's a long time ago, almost 20 years ago, and still some things what he do 20 years before, they help a lot about understanding game and put the players at the high level. That's amazing how much some things you can still do that things and do maybe a little bit different, but point of the things is same. That's one of the guy I must say too, because I like Željko Obradović a lot also, what he doing with Panathinaikos in the last period and during all his career, and what all he win and style, how they playing, how they read the offense and defense to another teams. That's something what I really like. I enjoy to watch. For me, sometimes to watch Panathinaikos, especially last years, is better than I take some thriller movie or something. I don't know, some great movie. When I watch Panathinaikos against, I don't know, CSKA, Olympiacos, or I don't know, some good teams, that's really interesting and I really enjoy it. I can say that two names is a little bit for me bigger than others, but we can talk about many good names and many different styles of the coaches.
Returning to Kings then, can we expect that Kings will play the same way next season? The same structure and type of play?
Similar, depends how we look, which players will be next year, which not. When I watch the team season before and this year, many things we keep, some things we put new. That means depends which team we have. That means you can play one kind of things because just you think that's good. You must see which players you have. You must help your players, they feel comfortable play that. We can have, coaches can have, I think, 10 different styles, but if they don't work with the players, I think it's not good. We'll see. Some things will be for sure in my way, in my style, my philosophy, and I will continue with that. That give really good results. That's first. Then I really enjoy that kind of the stuff, especially defensively. I'm really happy that everybody talk about us that we are the best defensive team this year. That's big thing for me. I really that's appreciate that, and the way how we play. When I watch some of our games against good, especially against good teams, we show that we can really stop many of them, and this part will continue, and we'll try to do similar stuffs maybe in different way, because sometimes one thing who like to do, you can do in 10 different styles, and you need to find what is good for your players.
Kings are known, at least in the last couple of years, for working hard in the pre-season. And I know that you always point out, and also many players, that that's one of the reasons that you succeeded so well, that you prepared so well. So how will you plan for this summer? Does it look similar?
Similar. I mean, we start to work. Some players will start next week. My camp, like always, start end of the May. Depends on date. This camp will be a little bit late because we play finals and players need sometimes to rest, of course. But we'll start end of the May. We'll practice all June in same style like we do last 2 years. We will involve nights players, example, all young players from our club in some. I mean, who we think that can really help and can take one another step and see how the Kings doing. I mean, one group together with a lot of young players will work hard, of course, because you can't be top and you can't be good team if you don't work hard. I mean, that's, if some coaches or I don't know, some people talk about you can work 6-7 months and then have great team. Maybe you can win some games, but you will never be great team if you work just short period. And another thing is what is our goal before that final and before that we must be first or win gold or something like that. Our first goal that we develop our players in a high level. I mean, that's first goal how we work here in Södertälje. That means in that vision you must work with them. You must put them all time to higher level. When they come to one level, they must go to another level. Come to that level, must develop all time, and that will start. I mean, it will be similar. That part will be now. Then July, they have individual different programs for all of them, and then we'll start pre-season a little bit early. Maybe then others, but it will be similar with a lot of good games, with a lot of challenge, a lot of fighting, competition. That's all give good results.
Many of the players are not even contracted yet for next season, so you don't even know what team you have. But what hopes and expectations do you have for the next season?
I would like that we keep similar team like last year. That means that many of these guys, of course, young guys will stay for sure because that's only way that they come to high level. I mean, I don't think so that many of them will like to go somewhere else if they can develop. Maybe they will have a little bit bigger offers in some ways, but I would like similar team like last year. Try to keep as much players we can from last year. We'll see who will be that fresh blood, I can say like that. I mean, someone will come and give some other things. We'll see that. It's so early, but at the same time we start to work with it. We try to sign some players during this time and fix that, but it's nothing to really hurry. We need to do step by step and see what we can do and how we can make some, again, solid team who will play good basketball, who is not just about winning and just about be first, second, and third, who will during the season show that really quality of the basketball in both ways, offensive and defensive. That's thing would make me happy like coach to do that.
You signed a contract for 3 new years with an option to leave after each year. And having an option means that you of course have some other ideas of what might happen. What would you like to do most of all in coaching if you had the opportunity?
One of my goals to, of course, to go to Europe and be in the highest level of what I can make, of course. This year also I have some opportunities to go, but I really will not like to leave this club just to leave. I mean, that must be really something what make my ambition, that I'm really happy about that, and also that club is happy because some coach from this club go to really higher level. I mean, that's connect. I'm really happy here. I work and do things what I like to do here. trying to develop players and come with my team as much I can. I mean, I continue here working what I do last 2 years. I'm focused on that. I mean, I don't focus on other things. Yes, my contract showed that like that I can go after each year, like you say. But we will see if that comes something like that. Of course, I will watch in another way to be in higher level and also put myself in higher level to can improve more. Mm-hmm. But right now I'm focused just for SBBK and from Kings and for all our gymnasium also, all our young players. I mean, that's my job now and I'm focused about that. What will happen later we will see. Mm-hmm. Of course I have ambition and I would like to come to higher level. Also I have ambition to be the national team coach of Sweden. Well, that's something what I know the players here. I know how everything works in Sweden in the last 5 years, and that's also one thing what I really like to do. One of my goals to be national team coach of Sweden. If not Sweden, maybe some another national team.